football, yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And here's Bennett. From the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Lane. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering depth AHB selected. Slot 2, slot 3. Entering
big number.
coaching screen
But
depth
20 was the
chart.
threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Ready? That was the mic. Rock 57. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Moss. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A big connection on that one. 43 yards. Looking to throw. Bennett. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Bennett to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Bennett operating from the gun. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And a give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Bennett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bennett feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
The 49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on first down. Black being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Cross. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Black rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Vick readies to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now Bennett to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bennett now throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.